Good morning. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday's a day governed by Mars. I'm the Moon Mama. How are y'all doing today? Mars is currently in Aquarius, and Aquarius is the constellation that governs our yet to be, who we're becoming. And we're moving into the age of Aquarius, and so we're watching the age of Pisces collapse before our very eyes. Everything is coming undone quicker than we can say our names. The moon is currently in Capricorn. I mentioned that yesterday. Capricorn is the constellation that governs our structures. Capricorn is also the constellation that governs depression. Oh, right. Saturn, depression. It's this energy that presses down on you, that sort of keeps you from being able to function. It focuses you is what it's doing. It's an energy that oppresses you so that you have to focus, so that you don't have many outlets. With it's like when I was giving birth to my son, one of the things that I realized while I was in labor is that there's a very small space for that child's head to crown through. The child has to be focused in that one direction in order to get out of that or out of your womb, out of the cervix and into the vaginal canal and out. Like it has to be completely, like nothing else is around, like a horse with blinders on, right? That's what Saturn does. And so it doesn't give you a lot of space. It gives you just what you need in order to meet the energy, the goal, and that is it. And so we're in this very deep internal focused energy. The sun is in a square with Pluto today, and so that is asking us to take charge in a different direction, as Pluto is destroying Capricorn, our structures, and the sun is in Aries saying, okay, let's go. Let's where are we going? What's new? Let's take some actions forward. Also, Jupiter is in a square with the sun, and so that's saying, we're gonna have faith, and we're going to make something with our faith. We have the faith that we are going in a direction that is going to serve us, that is going to support us in where we're becoming. And where are we going? To Mars in Aquarius. We're taking action towards the unknown, towards what we have not seen before, towards the new vision. That's what we're doing. And it's very significant right now that we have our blinders on, that we're not listening to things that would scare us, that we're not surrounding ourselves with people that are filled with worry, doubt, and fear. But it is significant that we have compassion, right? We have to put our own oxygen mask on first. We have to take care of ourselves, make sure that we are inspired, uplifted, in our power, empowered, encouraged. We want to really give ourselves that, so then we can then be that for those that we are around. But first and foremost, especially if you are empathic like I am, like I can feel everybody's stuff. Those of us who have Cancer energy and Scorpio energy and Pisces energy. Scorpios don't tend to be as sensitive to like the fear stuff because they can navigate that pretty easily. But Pisces and Cancer, we are empathic and we can feel everything. And so it's very important that you do the work to create strength, to fortify yourself. One of the things I encourage everyone to do right now that I'm really working on with myself is to not be in judgment of other people's processes, to really know that my process is mine, their process is theirs, and everywhere I just go, there too is God. If I'm seeing things that look interesting or that are outside of my register, I just go, there too is God, because that is the truth. The only thing that's happening here is God. I was telling you, there is no real such thing as negative and positive. It's just all spectrums, right? It's like, how far on the spectrum are you in the negative? How far on the spectrum are you in the positive? Everything exists everywhere, but there is truth. And truth is a real thing. Truth is this opportunity to know, that what's the truth of this universe? The truth of this universe is that God is absolutely all that there is. You know, that we operate in a universe that functions on vibration. This is a vibrationally based universe. That everything is as above, so below. So that is as within, so without. Like, so let's really understand truth so that we can think in terms of truth and not necessarily in terms of negative and positive or spectrums, but wherever we are in our own consciousness is where we are with that spectrum in the truth, right? So it's like, yes, I know that there's an absolute, but in that absolute, where do I fall in that absolute? Am I falling in the spectrum in the negative end of that absolute or the positive end of that absolute or somewhere in the center? Neutrality is a really good thing to be able to hold right now, just to be neutral. You see what you see, have no opinion about it, have no judgment of it. If you have a judgment of it, shift that judgment with there too is God. There too is God. Judgment means that you're making something wrong, right? Don't make anything wrong. Just there too is God. And as you say there too is God, you neutralize it. This is a rigorous experience that we are in. I am sending love and deep divine energy for all of us who are being connected by this or affected by this. We're all connected by it, but who are being impacted in ways. Those of us who are losing loved ones, who can't see loved ones, who are feeling very isolated and abandoned at this time. I'm working with clients right now. People are moving through a great deal of things, and I just want to say that, you know, just ask for help. Surround yourself with people, like listen to music, do things that inspire you, go for walks, love yourself, love your body, you know, write love letters to yourself, look in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful you are, how much you love yourself. Call upon your ancestors, your spirit guides, and your divine energies to support you. Pray without ceasing. Pray without ceasing. Pray without ceasing. Wow. Today starts a new moon cycle. The moon is in the first quarter phase. So this is the time. Today is the time that we want to begin to start thinking about, you know, this month and what we want to see, and recognize that we have dominion. We really do have dominion. We are not powerless. I really want us to understand that we are not powerless, and that the mind makes everything real. I think I said yesterday, if you remember that movie with Morpheus, The Matrix, when he fell and he came out and he had blood, and he said to Morpheus in The Matrix, he said, you know, if it was not real, why am I bleeding? And Morpheus said, because the brain makes it real. So train yourself to make real the new reality that you desire. Like you have to almost let yourself go crazy a little bit. Like you have to let yourself be so deeply imagined into what you know is real, and what you feel and what you desire inside of yourself is the truth. And as you do that, the electromagnetic field around you and within you will magnetize to you what you're convinced of inside of you. So be convinced of joy, be convinced of love, be convinced. Like that is the power of faith and perception. To see from the internal mind, to see it and be committed to it. And in doing so, it will show up in your reality, no matter what else is going on. The universe loves you so much that it will bend to your frequency. So I encourage you today to take actions towards your desired future, towards what you want to feel and want to be. Act as if, like live inside of the feeling of it. And as you do so, that feeling will magnetize. That reality will magnetize through your feeling and your commitment to it from within yourself. Okay, if you'd like to join the new class, the moon class today, it starts today. We're going to be working with Taurus, the new moon in Taurus. I am the Moon Mama. I love you all so much. Please be good to yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Be good to yourselves. As this old way of being is coming down, see in your mind's eye the vision of the new thing that you are holding. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.